Welcome, everyone. My name is Ferris. I am Kelly's brother-in-law and soon to be George's brother-in-law too. I have the honor of being this afternoon's officiant. I'd like to ask that everyone just take a moment to allow yourselves to become fully present. Take a deep breath and let go of anything other than what's happening here and now. Yay! Are we ready for them to get married? Woo! That's good.
We made it. What's next?
Good company.
Who is this handsome man?
Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Bienvenidos. We would like to thank all the friends and loved ones gathered here today to celebrate the union of George and Kelly. I know that among this crowd, we have people who've traveled great distances and sacrificed to be here. Please know that each one of you that is here today was especially chosen by George and Kelly to bear witness to their union and to be part of their community going forward. On Kelly and George's behalf, I'd like to thank you all for being here, truly. Now, I've had the good fortune of knowing Kelly for over 23 years. I've been married to her lovely sister, and you're gonna make me cry now.
I'm sorry. I'm a crier.
We do have a box of tissues for
I
you
have
there.
one right here in my dress. Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But it's been so much fun being her brother-in-law and watching her start out as a young traveling PT, exploring the country and working in big cities and small towns around the country, getting to know different communities and beautiful environments. But when we heard that she was going to be taking a temporary job here in the Central Coast in Morro Bay, we were ecstatic to have her so close, no matter how short the stint might be. But thankfully, and really not surprisingly, Kelly fell in love with this place. Its absolute beauty, the small town feel, the wonderful job, the plethora of amazing wineries and breweries, I'm sure did not hurt. But most of all, the people. And not just her friends, but everyone she works with, from her boss to her patients. It was wonderful to see Kelly laying down roots, making long-term plans, learning Spanish, and eventually buying a home. Then to round it all out, she met the only man who could match her kindness and her joie de vivre. Wait for it. When I met George, his smile and welcoming heart told me immediately that he was really going to be someone special. George was grounded and funny, and he shared Kelly's love for long walks and exploring their beautiful rugged coastline, for good Peruvian food, ping pong, and all the little things that make life so enjoyable. The two of them just felt comfortable together, familiar with each other, and it was just easy. And Kelly was happier than I've ever seen her. This joyous occasion marks the beginning of a special chapter in their lives. Let us celebrate this happiness that George and Kelly bring to each other and appreciate the special bond that they share. With the strong foundation of love, trust, and mutual respect, they will now embark upon this lifelong journey together. A journey which started with a fateful missed train and a spontaneous decision by George to attend the winemaker's cook-off all by himself. Thank God.
Hallelujah.
When Kelly, pretty much the friendliest person that we all know, turned to George, the stranger, at the end of a long, fun night and said, "Are you having fun?" Like, can you just hear her? Neither of them had any idea they had just met their person. The way they fell in love, they say, was in small increments. Patio talks, bottles of wine, probably more bottles of wine, stories and laughter. Kelly describes their love story as, little by little, George became my home. Nowhere else I'd rather be. While George described their courtship to me in the following way. As we spent more time together, I saw how kind she is with me, with friends and neighbors, and even with her patients. She invited me to dinner with her parents very early in the relationship, and that made me feel as if I were special to her. Now, over the past 3 years of a slower paced life, to say the least, thank you, COVID, they've enjoyed building a home together, gardening, cooking, lounging on their beautiful patio, and making the best damn margaritas you've ever had.
Ooh, baby.
And laughing at all the peculiar differences in expressions and miscommunications they've encountered while exploring a relationship in 2 languages. These two have such deep respect and admiration for each other and are excited to take the next step in their journey together. As George says, she is like a gift from God to me. Un regalo de Dios. Now, before Kelly and George express their promises to each other, I'd like to take a moment to allow them to enjoy the presence of all those who have come here today to bear witness to their union. So Kelly and George, do you mind turning towards your friends and family? Take this time to recognize those that love you, share in your hopes and dreams, and make up your community. Isn't it wonderful?
It is. It is.
You've done well. Isn't it wonderful to see all those people who have come to support you?
Absolutely.
We must also remember that those that cannot be with us today, especially those that have gone before us. We acknowledge that while they're not here with us physically, they join us today in the hearts and memories of those present. George would especially like to recognize his parents, Eulogio and Teresa. He is grateful for his parents who provided a loving home for him and his siblings and an example of the type of union that George hoped to find one day. It's beautiful. So at this time, I'd like to invite Kelly's sister, my lovely wife, Stacy, to come forward to share a reading that is chosen by George and Kelly.
The Art of Marriage by Wilford Arlen Peterson. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow old. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner.
Thank you, Stacy. And now I'd like to invite up Aida, the sister of George.
Colosenses 3:12 al 17. Por lo tanto, como escogidos de Dios, santos y amados, revístanse de afecto extrañable y de bondad, humildad, amabilidad y paciencia, de modo que se toleren unos a otros y se perdonen si alguno tiene queja contra otro. Así como el Señor los perdonó, perdonen también ustedes. Por encima de todo, vístanse de amor, que es el vínculo perfecto. Que gobiernen en sus corazones la paz de Cristo, a la cual fueron llamados en un solo cuerpo, y sean agradecidos. Que habite en ustedes la palabra de Cristo con toda su riqueza. Instrúyanse y aconséjense unos a otros con toda sabiduría. Canten salmos, himnos y canciones espirituales a Dios, con gratitud de corazón. Y todo lo que hagan, de palabra o de obra, háganlo en el nombre del Señor Jesús, dando gracias a Dios el Padre por medio de Él.
Gracias. Gracias, Aida, for that beautiful reading from Colossians.
I can't stop.
That was beautiful. Kelly and George, you have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you've been making promises and commitments for many years. All those conversations that were held riding in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those sentences that began with when we're married and continued with I will and you will and we will, those late night talks that included someday, somehow, and maybe, all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart, all these common things and more are the real process of a wedding and marriage. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know those things that we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another: an acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these last few years, no? Now you shall say a few words that take you across a threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you two. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, and this is my wife." George, please share your intentions with Kelly.
Kelly, you are the love of my life. You are the kindest and most giving person I know. I saw this in you from the beginning, and you continue to show me and others around you kindness every day. I love your laugh. I love your laugh since the first night we met, and I love being the one to make you laugh and smile. When you smile, it makes my day better. My love for you is unconditional. Our love has given meaning to my life. And I will do anything to keep this love intact.
You got this, babe.
I promise to be honest and faithful, to listen to you, learn from you, and to support you. I vow to keep our life exciting, adventurous, and full of passion, and to continue to make you laugh and smile every day. I promise to be by your side forever and to love you the way you deserve to be loved.
You can give him those. Here, where's your little thing? Thanks.
And Kelly, please share your intentions with George.
Oh, goodness.
Hard act to follow.
I know, seriously. Let me compose myself. George, my love, you are the unexpected in my life. When we first started dating, my family and friends would ask me what you were like, and I would always say, "You're fun."
Oh.
Not working?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I might have hit it.
Oh, there you go. I think you're...
We good? No?
No, hold on. I'll turn mine off. Okay, yours should be good.
And now? Oh, here we go. I'll start over. A little comedy to simmer me down. George, my love, you are the unexpected in my life. When we first started dating, my family and friends would ask me what you would like, were like, and I would always say, "You're fun." He's just fun to be around. And you are fun, babe. You make me laugh and giggle like no one else ever has. Then little by little, as friends and family would ask what you are like, I found myself responding, "He's sweet. He's my sweet George." And you are. And have such a gentle soul and show me patience even when I sometimes don't deserve it. I have loved adventuring with you over the past 3.5 years, even if sometimes adventuring is just sitting on the patio, singing along to the music, playing cards, or wandering off for a day at a winery. Everything is more fun with you. And so today, in front of our loved ones, I choose you to be my husband. I promise to love you and support you, to treat you with kindness and show you the patience that you deserve. I will always be honest with you. I promise to be your partner in all things. I will dream with you, celebrate with you, and walk beside you through whatever our lives may bring. You are my person, my love in my life. para siempre y hasta el fin de nuestros días.
Don't move.
I just had to get it out.
Oh, that was good. Kelly and George, we have now heard your beautiful promise to one another, which sets the stage for a life of mutual fulfilling partnership. Now, while finding the right words was no doubt difficult, but far more difficult will be the challenge of living those words day to day. You will now affirm the intent to marry by gifting a ring to one another. This ring stands as the symbol of your commitment and devotion, a daily reminder for yourself and a sign to the world around you. As you place the ring on your partner's finger, so too do you bind your commitment to it. Do you, George, take Kelly to be your lawfully wedded wife, your constant companion and partner through all the adventures and challenges in the shared life ahead of you? Do you promise to maintain and strengthen this commitment in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, from this day forward?
I do.
Please place the ring on her finger. Yes. Do you, Kelly, take George to be your lawfully wedded husband, your constant companion and partner through all of your adventures and challenges in the shared life ahead of you? Do you promise to maintain and strengthen this commitment in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, from this day forward?
I do.
Yes, you do.
Absolutamente.
So,
Are we on? Good.
we good? We're good. So Kelly and George have declared their intent of commitment to one another, as witnessed by all of us. But we, their community of family and friends, are invited parties to this commitment and thus have a responsibility to the couple. And so, do you who are here present today vow to surround Kelly and George in love, to contribute to this new community, and to support them in their marriage? If so, say we do. Hell yeah. So by the powers vested in me, by the state of California and the Universal Life Church, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Nearly 4 years ago, you shared the very first kiss together. Today, you share the first kiss of the rest of your lives. Woo!
Vegan.
It is my honor to present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Kuya.